Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Look on the screen. Hurricane Milton, in my opinion, I will say that I feel it has basically just massacred the middle class, working class, anybody with a home and us a lot of circumstances. A friend of mine called me yesterday and said, yeah, I filed a claim with the insurance company and the deductible is $30,000. The deductible is $30,000. You know, when people are buying houses, you don't think these things will happen until they do happen. So, if the damage is going to be 28,000, then it's less than the 30,000. It's going to be out of pocket. There will be no insurance check. Oh, then another call. I said, "Oh my God, I've been really busy. I just had to sit down to just try and process to digest this information. This right here." And I had just said, not knowing how close to home it was going to hit, that this is going to cause a whole lot of homelessness, more homelessness. Oh, yeah, let's get to it. What are you talking about? Well, you see this picture right here? Everything here is on the street. You've taken everything out of your house. Okay? The house looks like this. You're like, oh my goodness. A lot of times, sometimes that water can just push through walls, push through doors, push through windows. And then once that water comes in, boom, it's on and popping. We had a little bit, but not a whole lot, on and popping. So, of course, you're going to go ahead and haul all this out to the street. So, before you know it, your house, this is everything in your house. This is all your furniture, your art, everything. Here's the problem. Look at the house here. It has the roof. So, which is a good thing, but let me explain what I'm talking about. Got another call. And I kind of figured this was going to happen to, unfortunately, a lot of people. Got all your stuff out here. It's wet. Get it out. Now, let's not forget, once on the inside of the house, walls, once the water goes in, you're going to have a lot of mold. So you're going to need to find somebody to, I guess, my friend did this before, and she had to have everything like cut down. It was like, I'm like, oh my gosh, the water was that high in your house? She goes, yes. So it was like all in her home. From here on down, example was just they cut the sheetrock out. You could even see like the wiring. They just cut it down, cut it out because they had to, because it was going to be mold and it was going to start, smelling. Okay, and it can also make you sick. So what I mean, it's going to lead to a lot of homelessness. Well, it's going to lead a lot of homelessness when, guess what? This right here, the furniture out, the water mold. If the insurance company has determined, which they did on yesterday about a person that called me, it's like, wow, that this is considered, flood. Oh, the area just flooded, and you don't have flood insurance, your homeowner's policy is not going to help you. The homeowner's policy is not going to help you. They want you to have, as I understand, a separate insurance. They want you to have, in particular, they want you to have flood insurance. And so if you don't have flood insurance, then guess what? You have no insurance, you have no help. No one is coming to assist you. No one's coming to help you. So basically, their insurance company, it was like they just told them, well, this is flood and you don't have any flood insurance. Well, flood insurance is pretty much, as I understand, through the government, through FEMA. And if you don't know if you have flood insurance, then you call your insurance company, they're saying you don't have it, then you already know what it is. You don't have it. But they want you to have a separate policy that is specific to flood only, is what's happening to some people. So no flood insurance. You have moved everything outside of your house. Here's all your belongings. House cleaned out. Waiting for the insurance company to come. They're not coming. And then they'll tell you, they told him that they would get a denial letter in the mail. So some of this right here, insurance is very specific. People are getting a wake-up call. That's why I told a friend of mine, his dad is in insurance from what 30, 40 years. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, this is what you should do a service. And then I thought about it, you know, it's true because some people understand, oh, well, they have an agent. Okay. Well, the agent gonna say what the agent gonna sell you. But if you have a family history of background on insurance, you're gonna probably know more than sometimes the average agent. They'll send you a policy, here you go, boom, and you don't know, you may not know everything. I said, so it's things like this here that come in handy. And we discussed that. It's like, sometimes people don't want to pay, they want everything for free. They want everything for free. Oh, I don't need you to tell me anything. Uh-huh. Well, look now. We discussed it yesterday. I said, that's why I was saying you should do some kind of insurance business. I said, but you know what? You're always say, I don't need all that. Oh, you don't? Where's your agent at, buddy? Nowhere to be found. I said, see, I was saying to do that. I said, but people don't want to listen and they don't want to pay. Some people want everything for free. People that have assets and money, they don't jump on that broke behind premise because they already know information is powerful. Information can bring your freedom or it can tie you down. The lack of information can pretty much bring you down. So this right here, these two people that I'm speaking of, it's like just horrifying. I was like, wow, flood insurance. And here's the thing, the flood insurance, believe it or not, is cheaper than the homeowner's insurance. You can get, I was like, what's the pricing on it? Maybe $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 for flood insurance. And that could be based on the area. You gotta be kidding me. And I thought about it. You have some of the same ones. You might say, "Hey, check with so and so." You might want to make sure you're totally, prepared for this. Oh, I don't want to do all that. Now look. So here's the aftermath of this, people. The aftermath is this right here. Once your house look like this, and if it is determined to be specifically from the flood waters, not like a tree fell on your house and then sink the roof and then the water came in. Water just coming in. If you do not have the flood policy, which is what a lot of people do not have, guess what? The insurance company is not helping you. They are done with you. Even if they send somebody out there, oh, they're going to see a water line. How the water get in? If you don't have a flood policy, what is happening to a lot of people because they don't have it, guess what? They are going to get a letter in the mail called a denial letter. And so guess what? All your furniture out here on the street, that's all on you. You're going to have to replace that. Oh, don't forget. What if you haven't had the sheetrock due to a water line in your home? Haven't had that taken out. Might want to get busy, and you got to be careful because, they're like wires. There's wiring. That's going to cost money. Then once that's done, you're going to be like my friend who had her beautiful home. All the sheetrock was cut out. And it was like from your knee on down, that kind of cut out. You could see the wiring, and you have no furniture, and you have no carpet. You were looking at concrete. So now, what you're supposed to do now, because she didn't have a flood insurance, what you're supposed to go ahead and do now is go to work every day and stay in your home that's may not be habitable. Stay in your home on concrete floors, no beds. You're supposed to, guess what? Start all over again. Some people realize, no, I'm not going to do it. They just simply walked away. Oh, we'll go to FEMA. Let's talk about it. Now, I've been checking and hearing different things about this $750. But let me tell you this right here with FEMA. And this is by someone, I kept telling her, but Linda's like, oh, they're going to give me, I may have mentioned her before, $80,000 to fix up my home. She got caught up in that in Texas, I believe. They're going to give me $80,000 to fix up my home. It's like, no, they're not giving you anything. Oh, yes, they are. They're giving me $80,000 to fix up my home. First of all, that's an estimate. Have you had a house worked on before? Honey, if it's $80,000, I'm willing to bet you it's going to probably end up costing you about $100,000 or maybe $110,000. Because once they get to working, you have a home that's older, maybe 20 years old, 25 years old. They got to bring it up to code. So guess what? Bring it up to code, a new way of doing things than 20 years ago when your house was built. So guess what? That's going to mean more money. The cost of materials goes up. You have to bring it up to code, and they have to also, it has to be like checked out. I think like by a city ordinance that goes around like to inspect it. So yeah, that's what she thought. I said, girl, I've seen this before. I said, this is it's not a loan. I said, what they're doing, they're not giving you a loan. I said, what they're doing, you have a second mortgage. So she didn't believe it. I said, watch, there's gonna be some papers, read the papers. So fast forward, long story short, guess what happens? It turned out to be a loan. Exactly. Well, we tried to tell her. And so then guess what happens? This is why some people walked away. Let's say you're in their property for maybe two and a quarter, because you bought it maybe 10 years ago. 225. Let's just say $200,000. So if you're in their property for $200,000, guess what? Now you got the same property, just you've got to rebuild the damage part. Now you're in their property for 280. So you have a payment to the mortgage company, and you got a payment to the 80,000 that you got to fix the house up. You have two mortgage, a second mortgage, and don't even think you're gonna go ahead and get clever and not pay the second mortgage. I got a news flash for you, as I understand, I must say, because everybody may have different understanding. Try it and see what's gonna happen. They can sell your house. They're not playing with you. Some folks try to be all slick. You're not slick. Baby, the one in charge, that's who put the slick in slick. That's why they're in charge. So it's not going to people, I'm not going to pay it. Oh, okay. Well, honey, start packing your bags. They can take your property. I told you about the guy with the SBA. So yeah, this is where we are. That's why some people walked away. If your house is 300,000, then you get 100,000 to help fix it up. You are into their property for $400,000. So you have a first and a second mortgage, and there is no forgiveness. You have a first and a second mortgage. That's what you've got going on. So then you got to crunch the numbers. What's the value of the house? Is it worth it? Some people walked away. So that's when I said, I was explaining to a friend of mine, you're going to have more homelessness, because people are going to realize that, the math ain't mathing. Who do you think is going to go ahead and stay in a house where the house is full of mold? All your furniture is outside. You can't stay in this. So all the furniture is outside. So you have an empty house. Yet still, you're supposed to go to work every day. Americans already check the check. So you're expected to go to work every day, and do what? Well, go to work every day. And, well, once you go to work every day, you just got to start over. Do you think it's that simple? Just start over. Just start building again. Just go to work every day, and just start everything over. Go ahead and start paying for carpeting. People have enough time to survive. Most have already emptied out their portfolios, cashed those in for 1Ks. So now here's the fun part, and I'm being facetious because it's really a nightmare. You're supposed to go ahead and have a house with no furniture, walls halfway torn out because of the mold. Then you don't have any carpet. Now just go ahead and start all over. And you're supposed to go ahead and survive and go to work. Maybe your clothes might be gone, your towels. That's if you can get back to work. So go ahead and just start all over and get your stuff together. Say what now? And then put down new carpet, people. Yeah, time to call the interior decorator. Average people, honey, we don't have Bonnie Williams money. I know about Alice, Papa, Christina. Sure as hell can't call them. You got New Hampton's money, New York money. I don't. I'm being facetious, but you just know what I'm saying. So now you get to get your decorating on. You think people can afford to put the house back together? Are you kidding me? Do you really think they can afford to put the houses back together the way they were? I'm going to say I think the hell not. That's what I'm going to say. I think the hell not. So then you're coming home. Imagine not just the financial woe, but the mental aspect. This is your home. I'm supposed to live in this. There's nothing here. You're supposed to go ahead and put all this stuff back. Are you playing with me? Put all this stuff back. Get to it, ladies and gentlemen, and go to work every day. And little by little, where's the money going to come from? Anybody know? Please tell me, because I really would like to know where the money going to come from. The people don't have the darn money. Where is the money supposed to come from? And then don't forget, I'm like, oh my God, it's just a nightmare. It's like, can you imagine you've hauled everything outside the yard and you thinking that the insurance company, because they're going to come and they're going to do this and yada. And then, uh-huh. And then you realize that they're not coming. When you realize that there won't be an insurance check. You can check that. There won't be one. So now you got to sit up here. Now you got to sit up here. You got to be kidding me. And rebuild all over again. The American dream, nightmare, this right here is going to slam the middle class. This right here will slam. Need a new roof? If your deductible, like my friend was telling me, is $30,000, that's your deductible. Who the hell putting this roof on? $30,000 deductible. Maybe some of you have like that, and I'm happy for you. Everybody don't have like that. So this right here, that's why I said this Hurricane Milton is going to pretty much massacre the middle class. Where's the help? I've been hearing people saying, "Oh yeah, this right here and this right here about what is this FEMA?" Like I said, that right there might want to read the fine print. But I am telling you, I've known people who thought that before. Oh, they ain't okay. They're giving me, and it turned out to be exactly what we said. Second mortgage. We done already told you. It's a second mortgage. That's what you're getting. Second mortgage at your door, darling. That's what you got. This is where we are. It's sad. This is where we are in this process. This, but by people not having, everybody not having, what do you call this? Bada bing. This flood coverage. If that's what they determine that you're needing, well, you don't have this flood coverage. Well, got a news flash for you. As I'm trying to trade, I'm sorry. You don't have that flood coverage. You're gonna be out of luck. Nobody's coming. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. Not trying to be mean. As my friend said yesterday, you think they're your friend, the insurance company is your friend. Well, you know today, it's business. Keep on telling you, life ain't a joke. It's, excuse the expression, it's hella business. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, baby, now you know. It's very unfortunate. So yeah, this here, I am of concern. I am afraid that it is going to lead to a lot more homelessness. Oh yeah. Again, how can a person sit up here? All the furniture is out of your house. All the furniture is out of your house. All out. Bye. Gone. Bye, Felicia. All the furniture is out of your house. Now you got to go ahead and get this molded sheetrock stuff out. Are you like seriously kidding me? All that's gone. So what are you supposed to do? Go to work every day, maybe 1 week. I mean, where's the money going to come from? What are Americans supposed to do? Someone please tell me, because people need help. So this right here, that's why I said this storm is going to lead to a whole lot more homelessness. Sad but true. This storm is going to lead, I do believe, into a whole lot more homelessness for a lot of people. Who's coming for the American? Again, where will the money come from? Buy all new furniture again. So again, they're telling people, I was like, wow, it's like, so yeah, you pretty much you're going to receive in the mail a denial letter. The insurance company is not paying out a dime. You need to have what is called flood insurance. And people, you think he's the only one that's getting that phone call? No, others are too. Just freaking out. It's like, well, you got to be kidding me. No flood insurance because this is determined by flood. It's not, like I said, there's a hurricane, which is when you can check your policy deal. But yeah, flood insurance, if that's what they're saying, then guess what? That's what it is. And if you don't have it, you are not covered. Your home is destroyed at your own expense. And keep in mind too, that stuff it's going to turn to mold. Hardwood floors, I can promise you, I have seen this personally. Hardwood floors, when it gets like that, yeah, I might want to watch your back because you know what's going to happen. Those hardwood floors, guess what? That water, give it a couple of days, maybe a week or so, it'll start to it's crazy, man. Like your floor is like straight, like now, it'll start to they'll start rising up, like crumple up, man. It's the weirdest thing. I kid you not. Like I'm walking on hardwood floors right now. Man, when that does that, you'll see it'll start to pop up. And it's like, what a rise up, the floors will start to be affected, just start warping like crazy. Who has money to fix all that? Who has money to fix all that? Please tell me. So this, for middle class people, pretty much your home, that's how you start the generational wealth. For middle class people, yeah, your home is it. Passing it down. Well, guess what? This is just going to wipe out. It's going to cause, in my opinion, more homelessness. Many people are going to walk away. And then when they think about, okay, get this loan. So on your house, you're going to need $100,000. We can get you a loan for that. Then you start thinking, so it's enough I'm struggling with this more. Look how many foreclosures there are. It's enough for sitting up here struggling with a lot of foreclosures. Now to add 100,000 just for an average working person or 80,000, 60,000 onto your house to fix it a second mortgage. Where the heck does that money come from? They can't just grab it out of their feet, out of their underarm, out of your ear. Hey, maybe you can. You got the magic trick. Show me. And some will just walk away. Just walk away. So I'm afraid you're going to see a lot of people walk away from houses. I think a lot of time it's going to be because there's no choice. Heavens to Betsy. No choice. I mean, what can you do? This storm. This right here. And that's pretty much how his house is. You got a roof, but that water coming through there, flooding, all that water, boom, it'll break glass. Shoot, that water coming through there. Everything is out here. Insurance is not coming. There will be no insurance check. And that's the part that just, oh, wow. Everything gone. Where's the safety net for Americans? Where is it? Anyway, wanted to share that with you. It's sad, it's heartbreaking, but it is our reality. Someone said to me, I never forget, what was it? And I've gotten every now and then I get an email, I'm negative. Sweetheart, I'm a realist. And that's the problem with a lot of people, ignorant people. Everything gonna be okay. I know it. Ain't worried. And then when this crap happens, it's What am I gonna do? I don't know, boo. Have to deal with reality. Life is business. It's fine to kiki. I do the same thing too. Trust me. Um, I ran to a relative, 84 years old. I said, "Oh, I remember you. We had a funeral." And I said, "You had a birthday." And I called him up and I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I haven't seen you in decades. So yes, I called you to wish happy birthday. You didn't answer your phone. What's going on? I hope you're not over there partying with some girls. Telling us one things. Yes, I'm up in your business. We're family. What's going on over there? Why not answer your phone? Did you have a party without us? Did you party last night and didn't tell anyone? We can't get a hold of you. I need to know what's going on. We're just sitting, just laughing. Uh-huh. You're not there. You're not there in those streets playing, are you? Okay, I'm just checking. Life is serious. The whole world is a stage, and you know what I can see? The stage is crumbling beneath the feet. Work hard all your life, and now this is where the backup at? So you're supposed to just rebuild on your own because you didn't have a flood policy. You can call your agent. Either you have it or you don't. The insurance company got the same policy. That's how they're able to look at it and review it. How many will have the deductible? This is going to cause a lot of people to be homeless. Where's the backup for the Americans? I would really, really like to see it. Anybody know? Please feel free to share it with us. But this is where we are. Just a headache. Just a headache. Can you imagine your house, everything gone? But hey, like I said before, I told a girl, they're giving me $80,000, girl. It's a loan. They'll give you the money in the form of a loan. And that's why some people walked away. It was too much. In more debt. So your house was $300,000. Now you get $100,000. You got 2 mortgages. The stress. Anyway, anyone going through this, I feel for you. My heart goes out to you. Unreal. This is how hard life is. Sometimes it's like walking through a landmine. But this here is going, like I said, we already have a lot of foreclosures. This here is going to I think it's going to make a lot more people homeless. It's going to walk away. It's just not doable. And what if you lost your job? Been living off it. Savings been gone. Imagine going through this right here and then you still looking for a job. And you want to hear about your $30,000 deductible. And you're looking for a job. Where's the help for the Americans? I feel that we're on our own. You're supposed to replace all of this right here at your own expense. Plus pay the house note and the insurance. And if you think, well, I'm going to get that flood insurance. And if there's water damage like that and they've got pictures, guess what? And it's like this lady on TV had a house with, she leased it out to these guys and they were on meth. Man, once they found out about that, she called an insurance company. They said they're not covering that on a rental property because it was meth. It's very dangerous. Guess what? Nobody else will insure her. Newsflash: mold in the house. They're going to want to see where it has been cleaned up professionally because guess what? I've heard. Oh, no one's going to insure that. No one's going to touch it. I don't want it. I don't want it. The American dream is all it is. It's a dream because in reality, trying to attain it, maintain it, man, it can be a nightmare. Thanks for watching, people. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Stay safe. And I'm out.